The psychology of money in 10 minutes. Ever think about how your thoughts affect how you spend your money? We look at the psychology behind why we make certain financial choices in this video. We show how our feelings, biases, and social influences play a big part. Have you ever spent more just to keep up with your friends or held on to a bad investment because you were afraid of losing it? Find out how knowing these psychological factors can help you make better money decisions and have a better relationship with money. Come with us as we explore the interesting world of financial psychology and learn how to change the way you think about money. Our opinions are shaped by the events throughout our lives. After enough time, one could even believe they understand how the world functions. The fact that there are 8 billion people on the planet is something we often ignore. Everyone is correct in their own worlds, and everyone is free to express their opinions. Even if something makes perfect logic to one individual, it may nevertheless appear absurd to an outsider. Perhaps 80% of your perceptions of the world are based on your personal experiences with money, but just 0.0000001% of what has transpired in the world. As an illustration, consider the emergence of index funds, which anyone born in the 1970s would have witnessed. They could find this type of investing to be quite appealing. However, this person's 90s-born offspring might grow up to think that cryptocurrencies exist. Ultimately, they would have personally witnessed the global upheaval caused by Bitcoin. This proves that when it comes to making financial decisions, you shouldn't rely just on your personal experiences. Observe videos, read books, go to seminars, do all necessary steps to increase your knowledge. Make choices based on this information, not feelings. Achievement is merely the slope of the ocean. The complexity of the world surpasses the capacity of the human mind to understand. The results of your activities are frequently determined by circumstances beyond your immediate control. Let's take the scenario when an entrepreneur develops the ideal product for a particular market niche. She could be fortunate in timing and discover that customer sentiment is entirely in her favor. However, calamity can strike at any time, upsetting her plans and disturbing the market. These kinds of unanticipated hazards cannot be quantified. Nothing is as it seems either good or terrible. Consider chance and risk when making financial decisions, regardless of whether you're judging others or yourself. Never base a decision on the one success story that appeared on the front page of Forbes. In the same vein, never write off a concept due to the failure of another person. These are exceptional instances and are probably anomalies. An endeavor's result is readily apparent. But sometimes we fail to notice the work that was involved. An outsider has no way of knowing how much actual danger was involved, or if it was just a fortuitous break. Never forget that nothing is ever as it seems good or bad. Simply keep working toward your objectives on your end. Acquire knowledge from mistakes, both your own and those of others. Also, avoid letting success cloud your judgment. However, try not to let setbacks demoralize you. It is definitely not a smart idea to rely solely on one job in this economy, especially with a rising rate of inflation. If you have a successful side business, that's fantastic. Having several sources of income is much more advantageous. However, consider this: when will you have had enough? Because it's bad for your mental health to be always yearning for money. This kind of thinking breeds greed and has historically killed many intelligent individuals. Establish clear financial objectives for yourself. After you've accomplished them, take a moment to relax and relish the fruits of your labor. As long as you can control your expectations, you'll be content. You're the owner of your own life. Your decisions, beliefs, and thoughts have led you to this point. Making comparisons with other people is pointless. You'll seek control of yourself to an ambiguous outside agency. You'll be jealous of it. Envy also ruins mental tranquility. Recognize the compounding power. In this universe, there are processes where the output of one phase becomes the energy for the following one. Consider the little rivers that sculpt vast gorges in the earth over thousands of years. Housel contends that same trends can be seen in the creation of wealth. The significance of making wise investments is undeniable. But the real secret to making enormous profits is actually how long you've been doing it. The tricky part is staying wealthy. There are gaudy adverts wherever you look in a big city on any main street. You'll undoubtedly see a ton of texts on your phone regarding low-cost loans and credit cards that have already been pre-approved. Loyalty points, gift coupons, and 100 additional ways to trick customers are available. Yes, the ease of obtaining money is a result of modern technologies. However, it has also given us a variety of ways to spend it all. Being thrifty is essential to protecting your wealth. Housel compares this to tactics used in survival. You have to develop a certain level of financial paranoia. Never presume that your success from yesterday will carry over into today or tomorrow. Never become comfortable. Treat all of your financial decisions with the same consideration and investigation that you gave your initial project. One of the only things that matters is produced by the one variable that you can influence. Macroeconomic variables like inflation ultimately decide how much our money is worth, but you do have control over how much you spend. It takes skill to save money. It is closely related to the idea of frugal living. You must cut back on spending and maximize your savings. Recognize the difference between needs and wants. Learn the distinction between assets and liabilities while you're at it. You won't understand it all in a single day. Give the issue the consideration it merits. Consider the past. Examine your spending of your income. Next, consider how to maximize your spending. These first steps will help you create a strong money management strategy. They'll create lifelong positive behaviors. This is what will enable you to protect your riches more than any business or financial plan. Tails, you're in the lead. The law of large numbers in statistics forecasts the outcomes of conducting an experiment repeatedly. It says that the average of your results will become close to the theoretical chance of success if you repeat an experiment a sufficient number of times. Making wise selections isn't the only requirement for successful investing. It's about not making mistakes repeatedly. You can use LLN in your business as an entrepreneur. Imagine 10 times bigger and put forth 10 times more effort. The secret to reaping enormous rewards is taking big action. And when your bar is so high, failing won't stop you from succeeding. The core of 10x thinking is this. Additionally, LLN is ideally aligned with the idea of investing diversity. Having a sizable portfolio allows you to be independent of any one stock. As long as a sufficient number of businesses operate satisfactorily, you will succeed. You can earn a fortune even if you are half wrong. Being wealthy does not require you to be flawless. You can earn millions of dollars even if you are only half right. The only thing left to do is to keep moving forward. Have a lot of time. What do you believe to be the greatest advantage of accumulating enormous wealth? Is it notoriety? The capacity to purchase anything whenever you want to? Housel contends that having control over your own time is the best benefit money can buy. Individuals who consider themselves to be happy typically enjoy a certain degree of independence in their daily routines. Numerous studies support this conclusion, and for that reason, having money matters. Possessing money gives you more choices in life. It implies that you don't have to continue working in a poisonous environment. When you're feeling under the weather, you don't have to push yourself to go to work. You can look for a job with ease. If necessary, consider taking a vacation as well. Being able to declare, "I can do whatever I want today," when you wake up every morning is the ultimate type of prosperity. Prioritize creating a nest egg for yourself, something you could live on without getting paid for a few months. After obtaining this, you can start thinking about your next course of action. Your ultimate objective should be to match your income with creating a life in which you are in charge of your own schedule. Always keep in mind that merely accumulating wealth is insufficient. You ought to have enough time to relish its benefits as well. Lavish is not respectable. When I was younger, my dream purchases were a penthouse suite, a luxury yacht, and a sports automobile. But consider the instances in which you have witnessed someone display these status signals. Most likely, you won't remember the individual. It's highly probable that you will recall the thrill the sight gave you. Luxurious goods undoubtedly capture the attention. It is everything to them. Furthermore, they are wholly unnecessary. Nobody is as impressed as you are with your belongings. In daily life, getting from point A to point B simply requires an automobile. You can achieve the same outcome with a Honda Civic as with a Ferrari. The latter requires an additional fortune in maintenance and comes at a hefty expense. That is the only difference. Every status sign is similar in that they are all enticing but ultimately useless. You must understand that opulent possessions are burdens rather than assets. They take money out of your wallet. The quickest way to get poorer is to spend money on things that make you appear wealthy. This is the most significant change in perspective that you must make in order to have a sound financial mindset. Take a cue from the millionaires of America and live below your means. If you want to unlock the secrets to better financial decision-making and gain insights into the psychology behind your money habits, subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. Stay tuned for more videos that help you understand and improve your financial mindset.